So I know there's probably two questions going on in your head right now. First off, is this the van I have been working on? And the answer is yes. It's not fully finished, it's pretty darn close. We just don't have the running water and the toilet and stuff like that set up. So the sink and everything, the drainage is all running, so I can use that sink to kind of clean some stuff, but I don't have the full plumbing system run. We have a lot of it run. Ran into some issues before I was going on this trip, which leads you to the second question, which is, where am I? And the answer to that is I am currently in southwestern Colorado. There's a little town here called Telluride, and this area is very, very popular for its skiing and some other resort amenities around this area, and more importantly, the fall colors. And let me tell you, the fall colors are in full force right now. When I was driving in, I saw so many different colors, so I am excited to get shooting. Unfortunately, I hit traffic, so I wasn't able to get a sunset shot. I needed to make sure I found a place to stay tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then talk to you guys kind of about my plan, and we'll go from there.
So the next morning I left my campsite on the southwest portion of the San Juan Mountains and traveled along the road until I reached the northeast portion to photograph the beautiful Mount Sneffels.
Good morning, guys. It's been a little bit of a mad rush this morning, so my apologies for not really explaining too much. I'm here at my first location. The first place I wanted to try to go to this morning, there was literally like 50 to 60 other photographers already lined up an hour before sunrise. So, and then looking at it, I don't think I had the right lensing for that shot. So I went ahead and kind of drove up this county road, and it sure is beautiful up here. Now that I'm in the van is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. I got into some spots up here that was a little on the sketch side that I'm pretty sure the van can do it, but it's not mine, so I wasn't wanting to push it. With that being said, I couldn't really get a clear shot of this mountain range that I'm photographing right now from up there, so I threw the drone up in the air and I captured an image of that. I will show you guys that right now. So that's kind of the area we are working with right now. But as I was driving back, kind of pissed off that I screwed up this morning's shoot, I was kind of coming to the conclusion that, you know what, it's okay. This is the first time being in this area for me, so there's going to be a lot of learning, a lot of trial and error. So I started heading back because I need to get some fuel, and I decided that I'll head back and kind of do some scouting, spend the rest of the afternoon scouting some different locations, and that way I know kind of where to go later this evening, and then I have a shoot, full day shooting tomorrow, and then I have a morning shoot on Saturday, and then I got to be back for Sunday, so probably not going to get to shoot that day at all. But we'll head back Saturday afternoon. But what I want to do is I want to go ahead and show you guys the composition I'm working on right now. The light is kind of faded from what was going on. The mountain is starting to kind of catch some light again, which is good. But I'll walk you guys through it. Okay, so let me see if I can go ahead and brighten this up just a touch, just so you guys can see. Kind of a simple composition, but I have these cool jaggedy mountains in the background, and then if I darken it, you can see these really pretty poofy white clouds going on. And then there's been some dappled light happening periodically across all of these aspen trees. Some of them are catching. You can see a yellow one here, and then in the background over here there's a bunch of yellow aspens actually currently getting baked in the sunlight, which is gorgeous. But this side really isn't perfect for the fall color in terms of what I've seen so far, but it's still a very beautiful image, so I went ahead and captured it. Now, the reason I'm going for a panorama, the GFX 100S allows for you to do a panorama inside. Internally, it has a crop factor for it. If I go ahead and I go back to its standard, oops, you see it is a lot wider. Now, I'm shooting in RAW and JPEG. JPEG is what's giving me the panoramic look. Hold on, the light's kicking off. Let me go ahead and get a shot of this. Okay, so we're back. Sorry, the glare is kind of bad on the screen right now. But I like this panorama here because it simplifies it. If you notice, when I had it wider, it incorporates a lot of the bottom part of the frame. Let's go ahead and turn this so you can see. So it incorporated a lot of down here, but it also incorporated these bushes right in front of me. And I'm kind of on the side of a hill. I don't know if you're able to see. So I can't really get my tripod much higher, which is problematic a little bit. So I went ahead and opted for that type of aspect ratio just to simplify the scene a little bit.
After capturing this image, I drove down the road a ways heading back, and I found another vantage point where I captured this. So after my morning shoot wrapped up, it was time to make me a cup of coffee and then hit the road on a very famous road called the Last Dollar Road.
I don't know if you can get more Western iconic than this. So if you look here, I can kind of darken and brighten. You can see I have this lone peak out here, which I think is Last Dollar Peak. Some beautiful cloud texture through the top end of the frame, and then the bottom end of the frame you have all these cows grazing across the field. I thought this was just a perfect Western style straight out of the movie. So I've shot it as a 16:9, and I've also shot it as a panorama. So I will show you guys both of those, and let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite.
After I captured those shots, I continued my way down the Last Dollar Road looking for a particular image. It wasn't until I saw this beauty that I realized what I was looking for was behind me the whole time. If you liked this episode, then please consider hitting the like and subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on the next episode where we really get into some awesome fall photography conditions.